Hello my dear students, welcome to the subject of social science, the class of 10th English medium, chapter 14, transportation, communication and trade. Now this is a very huge chapter, so again I will be dividing it into two parts, and this is the first part brought to you by Vitan sir. Let us start. Transportation, the first part of the three parts: transportation, communication and the trade. The first part, the transportation. The movement, the definition of transportation is the movement of people and goods from one place to another is called transportation. Now this is a very simple definition. We move either people or goods or both from one place to another. We call it transportation. Simple, right? Now, this is an image of the people being transported, people transporting goods, animals transporting goods. Man used to live a wanderer life before, but after the invention of agriculture, he started living a sedentary life. Sedentary means at a single place. He established farms, built home on that farms and used to do agriculture in that. So that's called sedentary life. He used to carry things himself. Then with the passage of time, he gave that work to the beast, or the we can say the oxes, buffaloes, elephants, camels, mules, etc., and also used animals for the husbandry. In modern period, auto vehicles are used more than animals in the transportation. Factors affecting transportation. There are many factors which affect the transportation. Number one is the location, then the climate, population, technology, economy, market, politics, and still there might be other factors which actually affect the transportation system. We are not going deeper into these topics, but these are for your information that these are the things which affect our transportation process. Roads and railways are used in the plain region. Animals, for example, yak in Himalaya and man are used in the mountain region to carry goods. In the climb of the Mount Everest, the local Bhutia people are used for carrying goods. Elephants, mules and horses are used for carrying goods. Camels are used for carrying goods in the desert areas. Ships and small boats are used for transportation of goods and people at the coastal regions or the rivers with very deep flows. Means of transportations. Now in our chapter there are certain methods of transportation which we are going to study. The first one is the road transportation, that is transportation through land, also known as roadways. Second is railways, we know that. Waterways, ships and boats and all that. Airways, that is aeroplanes and all that. And then some information about the pipeline transportation and the ropeway transportation. Now we should know that in India, out of the total transportation, roadways form about 83%, railways 9%, airways 6%, and waterways form about remaining 2% of the total national transportation system. We can understand it using this small pie chart here. This shows the 83% roadways, 9% railways, 6% airways, and 2% waterways. Roads or land transportation. Now, of these, the main four: road, railway, waterway, airway, we are going to study. But in this tutorial, I have been only able to add roads and railways. The remaining transportation methods and the remaining topics, that is communication and trade, I will take in the next tutorial. So, roads or land transportation. Roadways have national highways, state highways, district roads, village roads, and the border roads. So roads are divided into 5 types: national highways, state highways, district roads, village roads, border roads. We will understand each of these categories into detail one by one. First one is the national highways. Now this is a milestone which you can find on the road. So whenever you have a yellow colored top milestone with written NH, that's the number of the highway. So that's the national highway milestone. So you are going on a national highway at that point of time. It is important for economic development as well as safety of the nation. The central government is responsible for the creation, maintenance, repairing, etc. of the national highways. They connect major cities across India, that is the national level cities, for example Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, etc. are connected through national highways, as well as the neighboring countries like Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, uh, Tibet, etc. countries are also connected with India through the national highways. The NH44 is nation's longest highway connecting Srinagar with Kanyakumari. That's dividing the whole India into two vertical paths. Golden Quadrilateral, in Gujarati known as Suvarna Chaturbhuj. It connects 4 metro cities of India, that is Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai. So it connects in a 4 sides, the 4 metro cities of India. Now this two, NH44 and this Golden Quadrilateral, I have prepared a map in this tutorial. I will pinpoint the location of those two things in the map later on. Population wise, Chandigarh, Puducherry, Delhi, etc. has more national highways, whereas Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan are highly populated, hence has less length of national highways. So population wise, Chandigarh, Puducherry, etc. have more number of highways, while Gujarat, Maharashtra has huge population and comparatively we have less length of the national highway here. Next are the state highways. This is the milestone showing the state highway. It has a green color. SH depicts the state highway, the number of the state highway. So when you see this milestone on your road, you have to believe that okay, you are going on a state highway. Now it is important for the trade and industries of each state. Connect to all the districts and national highways. So state highways main objective is to connect the various districts of the state and then connect those districts with the national highways passing through or beside them. The responsibility of the construction and maintenance and repairing lies with the each state government. Next is the district roads. This is a district road milestone. It's simply black. Actually, sometimes it is dark green, sometimes it is black in color. These roads connect villages and main cities with district headquarters. That means taluka headquarters, district headquarters are connected with the interior villages and main cities using the district roads. All the unmetalled roads have been converted mostly to metal roads. That means usually the district road used to be kacha roads, but recently it has been converted into metalled, that is pakka roads. These are maintained by district panchayats. Okay, so district panchayat is responsible for construction and maintenance of district roads. Next are village roads, also known as the approach roads, because these roads connect the villages with the normal district roads, so they are known as the approach roads. Now, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana was created to convert these approach roads into pakka metalled roads. The construction and maintenance of these roads is done by Gram Panchayat. These roads connect villages with nearest district roads, sometimes even the state highways. Under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, all the village roads are to be converted into metal roads. Next are the border roads. Border roads, as the name suggests, they are created at the national boundaries. The Border Road Organization, in short BRO, was established on 1960. BRO constructs roads in the border area for the purpose of defense and protection. Next are a very important and distinct kind of roads. These are expressways. These are some of the images which you can find on your road if you are going through an express highways. They are also known as Drut Gati Marg. Here Drut Gati means very high speed. So the roads which provide you with a very high speed are known as Drut Gati Marg, that is expressways. Vehicles can drive without any obstructions, crossings, or even the junctions on these roads. That means we can ride without any four roads, crossroads, X roads, junctions, or even railway crossings. Nothing is there on these roads. For crossings, because crossings or railways always pass through them, bridges are constructed overhead. So those things go from overhead, we go unobstructed. Ahmedabad Vadodara Express Highway in Gujarat is one of the best examples of the expressways. A special higher toll is to be paid for use of these roads. That means these roads are not part of national or state highways, they are separate. So we just have to pay a toll for passing through these specific roads, and they are always more costly than regular roads. Traffic problems. Overbridges, bypasses, ring roads are made to avoid traffic. In metropolitan cities, due to increase in number of vehicles, traffic problems arise. Urban roads cannot be widened, and encroachment reduce the width of the roads, and therefore the traffics increase. Traffic jams are also created due to the processions of marriage, death, and other social reasons. Now this is something which we have always seen. Sometimes we are part of those things. In huge cities, traffic doesn't get cleared for hours, jamming the daily lives of the people. Also, many times emergency situations get worse due to heavy traffic. For example, we can say ambulances carrying the very injured ones, police vehicles going for catching some criminals can't pass through on time from these traffic jams. Now some suggestions to remove these traffic problems. One by one we will see them. If you are a student and if you do not have a driving license, you should not drive a vehicle. That way, I think many percentage of the vehicles will be reduced from the roads, because many underage always drive vehicles before the age of 18. You can contribute this way in solving traffic problems. Do not overtake unless it is extremely necessary. Two-wheelers like cycle, scooter should always drive on the left side of the road, because left side is the slow lane, right side is the fast lane. So if you are driving in a fast lane, there is a more chance of getting hit. Do not use mobile phone while driving. If it is inevitable, show the signs, stop the vehicle on the left side of the road, and then talk on the phones. Mobile on, life gone. Allow the vehicles like 108, ambulance and fire brigade to pass first. You can see in the image what we should do whenever an ambulance passes. Stop your car on either the left side or the right side of the road and let the ambulance pass. Keep the center lane open. Do not create noise by blowing unnecessary horn. It creates a noise pollution and there are very adverse effects of it, which we have already seen in the previous chapters. Walk down to nearby places or use a cycle. That way less noise pollution, less air pollution, less honking and less number of vehicles on road. At night, use dipper only if it is necessary. I mean, the upper light causes eye blindness in the people coming from your opposite side. Use the dipper light. That way, the light doesn't go into the eye and the driving becomes possible. Less number of accidents will occur. Keep a safe distance, that is 3 seconds between two vehicles. So when the vehicle in front of you brakes, you will get 3 seconds time to brake yourself, and that way you can avoid an accident. Keep your car, your bike maintained regularly, because a maintained, repaired car causes less accidents. Fire extinguisher and first aid box must be kept in your vehicle. Before going for a drive, check your fuel, your air pressure, whether any mechanical defects are there or not, and always maintain a spare wheel in the vehicle. All passengers sitting in the vehicle must use seat belts. Put up a radium strip and a reflector on the rear of a vehicle so that even when your lights don't work, the following vehicle can see that you are going in front. The vehicle should be stopped while waiting at the railway crossing or other signals. So there are two purposes for that. Number one, less traffic will be there. Number two, your fuel will be saved. So turn off the ignition at the crossings. The driver must get enough sleep. The drivers who does not get sleep and are continuously driving at night or for 24 hours tend to cause more accidents due to the sleep deprivation. So let the driver sleep properly and then only drive during the daytime. Do not drive the vehicle in the opposite side in the one ways or go into the wrong lane. The driver should use both the back view mirrors and the front back view mirror properly to check out the following vehicles. A vehicle should be parked at a fixed place without causing problems for others. You can see a good example of this in this picture. The brake lights should be working. Always show the right and left indicators whenever you are changing lanes or taking a turn. If there is a line drawn on the state or express highways, then maintain that line. The heavy vehicles should always drive on the left side and the fast lanes should not be obstructed by the slow vehicles. Do not accommodate passengers into trucks which are used for carrying goods. Okay, passengers have different vehicles and goods should be used only for goods vehicle. Always keep watch on the speed limit and try not to exceed it, because it's not just a criminal offense, it's for your own well-being. At the time of an accident, keep your vehicle in the specified lane and cooperating in maintaining the traffic arrangements. If you come across a place where accident has occurred and an ambulance is required, you can call 108 to help the injured people by providing suitable treatment. The two-wheeler rider must wear helmets. Reduce the speed of vehicle whenever you are approaching a turn, because sometimes your speed misses the turn and you de-road and accidents occur. Do not blow horn while passing through the no horn zone. No horn zones are there for specific reasons. So maintain them. For example, in schools or during colleges and in front of hospitals, you should not blow horn. You should also reduce the speed of vehicles whenever you are approaching a speed breaker or you are approaching a school or a hospital to reduce the chances of accidents. This is a map of India depicting the national highways. The vertical national highways are depicted by blue, the horizontal national highways are depicted by red color. Now, I told you guys that I will show you the national highway number 44. Now, this here is the Srinagar, and this here is the Kanyakumari, and this whole national highway, are you following my pointer here? This whole national highway is national highway number 44. If you zoom your screen, you will see that here 44 is written and here also 44 is written. So this is national highway number 44, the longest national highway of India. Next, I told you guys I will show you the golden quadrilateral. Now this is Mumbai, this is Delhi, and naturally you can see a big thick blue line. This is the national highway which is golden quadrilateral, and this connects Mumbai to Delhi. Now from Delhi you can see the blue and then the red line here. This here goes to Kolkata. This is the second phase of the golden quadrilateral. From Kolkata it goes this blue patti, thick blue line. This is Chennai. This is the fourth metropolis, and then from Chennai this again goes to Mumbai. So this Mumbai to Delhi to Kolkata to Chennai to again Mumbai. This is the golden quadrilateral of India which connects the four main metropolitan cities. So you need to remember these two main highways, the longest highway of India from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, and the golden quadrilateral with the stops, for example Mumbai, then Ahmedabad, then Delhi, then certain cities in between, then Kolkata, then again certain cities in between, then Chennai, and then again goes to Mumbai. So remember this longest highway of India and the golden quadrilateral. And then certain other highways are there. They are not that important, but this is for your own study purposes. We will move forward to railways. Indian Railway is the largest national institution. It is the main medium of transportation to cooperate the economic fields of India, such as agriculture, industry, trade, service, etc. It also contributes to the national security, peace, management. It also establishes a cultural and geographical unity because we can transfer from one place to totally opposite place in the India, which connects us culturally and geographically. India ranks first in Asia and second in world in the matter of railways. Progress of railways. First railway in India, that was in 1853 from Mumbai to Thane. Now this is a picture of that particular railway. Indian railways are basically of three types, that is narrow gauge, middle gauge and broad gauge. Due to the different gauges, much time and money was wasted because railways were to be converted according to the gauges. So recently all the gauges are being converted into a single broad gauge. So today you will not see narrow gauge or a meter gauge except in the toy trains or the certain historical trains. But before 20 or say 50 years there were narrow gauges and meter gauges all over India. So that wasted a lot of time. Today, it does not. More dense railway are found in plain regions, industrial and agricultural regions, also where the huge population is there, and also where rich mineral fields are there for the purpose of transportation. That means the railways are more where they are required. Plain regions means we can easily spread the railway tracks, where industries and agriculture requires the transportation, where population is there, for example Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata we can say, and where mineral fields are there, so we need to transport those minerals to the cities. So for that purpose dense railway lines are established. Large cities like Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, etc. have metro rails which provide proper transportation. Also, monorails are also found between Mumbai and its suburbs. Railway is useful for the transfer of passengers as well as goods with speed. It is also useful for transferring food grains and forages, that is foods for animals during the natural calamities. And from the defense point of view, weapons, tanks, planes, and even the soldiers could be transferred from one place to the place of need using the railways. Konkan Railway has laid down tracks through tunnels and bridges in the Western Ghats, accomplishing a task no one could dare complete. Here you will see the route of the Konkan Railway. Now this here is Mumbai and this here is Mangalore, and here around this the Konkan Railway ends. So these are all the tracks of the Western Ghats. They were too difficult due to the whole mountain areas, mountains and valleys and rivers. So Konkan Railway took up the task to accomplish a railway line through this whole difficult area, and they accomplished it which no one could. So remember this thing, that Konkan Railway passes through the Western Ghats, and if you want to see the route you can see it here. Indian railways are being modernized quickly, and recently declaration for its privatization has also been made. So before and after images you can see here many railways are being modernized and many more are being modernized quickly. The longest railroad, just like the longest highway, the longest railroad is the Vivek Express connecting Dibrugarh with Kanyakumari. Here you can see the Dibrugarh is situated in Assam, the Kanyakumari is situated at the bottommost, that is Tamil Nadu. So this is the railroad which passes through various points and reaches to Dibrugarh, and the train name is the Vivek Express. It is considered a tribute by Indian Railways to India, the longest rail route of India. Remember this rail route, it is important, it is asked often as a map point. Just like the highways, remember this particular rail route. The last, you can say the point of our this tutorial is the railway network map of India. Now it is a very developed, very systematic and very complicated map. We are not always sure to remember the everything, but whenever we will require, whatever we will require, you can get an idea using this map. In your textbook a map is given, but that map I felt is a bit, low quality, so I got one from the Google and have kept it for you guys to study. It has been distributed according to the Western Railway, Eastern Railway, etc., etc. points, the blue, the red, the green. The point of Mumbai, the internal Mumbai railways have been explained near the Mumbai, and the Delhi railway has already also been explained. The Chennai railway and the Kolkata railway, the four metropolitan cities railways have been explained in detail separately besides them. Okay, so with this I end by today's tutorial. We studied what is transportation, what are the means of transportation, the roads, the traffic problems, how to solve them, the railways, the various topics related to railways, its development, and the rail routes, road routes of India. Next time we will be studying the air routes, the waterways, and the communication and the trade topics in a single tutorial. Till then, stay tuned, stay home, and I will catch you next time.